Hi guys, happy Wednesday. Get ready with me for a model casting. So this is my first casting of the year, and typically when I go to any casting, I always read the description and see what the role that I'm going for is all about. So today I have to dress up as someone going to a barbecue, and I feel like that's going to require just natural makeup, which I absolutely love. So why not show you guys my natural makeup routine that I do already, while also giving you guys some insight and tips when it comes to modeling. So first I'm going to start off with the Color Science Flex Face Shield SPF 50. I'm sure you guys probably saw this SPF on TikTok and everywhere, but I've had this for literally a few months and it's still like super full. A little goes a long way, but this is a sunscreen that blends to your skin and the coverage is amazing, but not also that, it's just so pretty. Like it just blends so well with your actual skin. And it's not foundation, it's literally sunscreen. It makes me feel just more put together, especially if I'm someone that doesn't really like to put foundation on my skin, like ever. But this just blends so well. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Lawless Concealer. I love the Lawless brand. It's clean beauty. It sits really well on my skin. Just put about 3 dots, nothing too crazy, just to brighten up the under eye. Okay, so let me talk about a few things when it comes to modeling. So I've been modeling for about going on 7 years. Time goes by so fast. And typically when I go into castings, just to kind of give you guys an idea, castings are essentially an interview for the job that you're doing. So this one in specific, I swear guys, like I feel like models get the most random castings ever. But I mean, it's just part of the job. So this casting is actually for, and it's so funny, but it's actually for Velveeta cheese. And I laugh about it because I just remember growing up eating Velveeta cheese like on an every other day basis. Like I feel like that was our core of dinner, like Velveeta cheese, mac and cheese. And don't get me wrong, it's so good. So when I saw this casting, I'm like, is this a full circle moment? Like, am I meant to get this casting and book this job? Like, how iconic would that be? How iconic would that be? So no matter how big or small the job is, I always go into a casting with a set of intentions when it comes to, you know, booking the job and just going into the casting with confidence, because I feel like that is a huge thing. And honestly, call me delusional, but I go into the casting with the idea that I already got the job, but I am also very open-minded, because when it comes to being a model, rejection is a huge thing that comes with the job. So I'm very open-minded in that way, but going into it, something that really helps me with my confidence, I just go into it like, okay, cool, I already booked the job. When I'm meeting these casting directors, instead of saying, okay, bye, I'll be like, okay, thank you so much, I'll see you later, or I'm excited to chat with you soon. Like I go into it with that type of mindset, if that makes sense. Another thing that I do is when I go into the casting, I always focus on making a connection with all the individuals that are essentially booking you. I just feel like, what's the point if not? I feel like humans, we really thrive off of connecting with each other. So I always just make sure to really connect with the individual, and I feel like that definitely has helped. I feel like you also have to have a good balance between, I'm grateful for this booking, but I'm also okay if I don't get the job because I'm booked and busy. Even if you're not booked and busy, it's the power of the mind, and I feel like you really have to find that balance. I promise you, it does get better as you go to more and more castings. I feel like your nerves definitely go down a lot, and I feel like you just get into a good groove. when it comes to being interviewed in front of casting directors, and also to what to expect, because I feel like if you're a first-time model, at least for me, I had no idea what to expect when going into a casting. I didn't know who was going to be there, if there was going to be other models, things and that such. But I just feel like as you get more and more comfortable and you go to more and more castings, you get a general idea, which definitely helps calm your nerves and overall just know like what to expect. So these are just a few things that have helped me throughout the last 7 years. And honestly, it's going to continue to be a learning experience. I feel like even though I've been modeling for 7 years, every year I'm learning something new within the industry about myself as I've grown as an individual and grown into my career. I just feel like it's always changing for the better. And I feel like going into modeling, just know that, like, and you know, sometimes when you're modeling for your first year, you know, some people automatically get the bookings, the castings, things and that such. But for me personally, throughout the 7 years, it has definitely been a grind, and I feel like every year it has gotten better. And I feel like now going on the 7th year, I'm like establishing clients, like my retention with clients is a little bit higher now. Like I'm going into this new year having like 2 to 3 set clients that I know I'm going to shoot with this year, and that took 7 years. So go into it with an open mindset and to just practice patience with yourself, and just know that it's not always just you. You know, when you go into a casting, when you go into a job, when you go into an agency and you're wanting to get signed or booked, remember that agent, that casting director is looking for what the client is going to want. For example, say I go to this casting today and they're specifically looking for someone who is blonde. I'm a brunette. I'm probably not going to get that booking, because that is what they're looking for. It's not because I'm not good enough or I'm not, whatever it may be. So go into it with that. Don't take it too personal. That's one thing that definitely has helped me in life, is don't take things personal. It's not ever really that deep. Trust me, it'll help you tremendously going into modeling, or honestly just any career with that type of mindset. So this is the final look. I just finished it off with some mascara, and I use the Maybelline Super Stay gloss or liner. I've had this for literally forever. It smells so good, and it gives you such a nice natural lip. I like to go into a casting just with natural makeup, just showing all my features. I don't want to pound freaking tons of makeup on my face. Yeah, and I used the Shark last night, which I'm obsessed with. Do you guys want to see a tutorial? I'm all over the place right now. I actually have to leave for the casting in like 5 minutes. I hope these tips helped you guys, and if you have any questions, definitely let me know.